So guys, I always get this question of why I've only been in love once in my life. And I'm about to give you guys a little bit of background into why I've been in love once in my life. Listen, the real reason why I've only been in love once is because the first time I thought I really had feelings for somebody, I found out they was a whole crackhead. Yes, a whole crackhead. And by no means did this man look like a crackhead. Okay? When I tell you he had a job, he had a car, he had a nice car, baby. Okay? This dude was driving a Mercedes. And let's be honest, I was too young to even really know what a Mercedes was or its value. And guy had a whole house. I mean, like, it wasn't nobody else's house. It was his house. Like, he had it going on. Listen, not only did he have it going on, he had it going on. Okay. But to be honest, forget all of that superficial stuff. He was so sweet. He was so romantic. He was so kind, guys. And I have a thing for, them little bright men. Like, I don't know. Like, I like short men and I like them light. I don't know. Brown or light. It don't really matter. If he walks in these briefs, I like him. But no, let's really get here in the facts. So listen, guys. Anyways, I met this guy at this club on the north side, and he approached me, and I was young, and I really didn't even know what I was looking for. He was a little bit older than me. He was about 25. I was 19, and I was just out here living my best life, okay? So anyway, he approached me, gave me his phone number. I called him. I really didn't think anything was going to pan out from it, but he called me back. And y'all, when I tell you that man was consistent, that man was so consistent and persistent. And I like me a consistent and persistent man. But what I loved about him the most, not even loved, but liked about him the most, he was so respectful. He invited me out to his family's gathering. I met his mom. He was so respectable to his mom. He loved his granny. He loved his father. He was respectful. He was known in the church. He was a pharmacist, okay? And to be honest, I was so young and I didn't really understand the title. But I was just like really feeling him. And he just used to do weird things. And I just was just like, is this normal? Maybe he got a condition like Tourette's or something. I'm young. I don't know what Tourette's is, but I'm just thinking that. We just be riding down the highway and this dude just started twitching and doing weird stuff, and I just was ignoring it because I'm like, oh my goodness, he is so cute. Or he'll always be like, hey, let's pull up to this Denny's. I have a homie in here that I need to drop something off to. And I'm just in the car waiting like a dummy. He going into Denny's whole time. Denny's ain't serving him waffle, eggs, and bacon. They were serving him crack. So it took a minute for me to actually realize what was going on, because like I said, he treated me like a queen. He was respectable. He treated my mom right. I had a child at the time. He was very nice to my child. There was really just no red signs. And when we was together, it was just like magic. I could talk to him about anything. He was very consistent. He taught me a lot. He helped me elevate who I was as a person and, helped me to think a little bit deeper. But there was just some things that I just couldn't get past. And those things was waking up in the middle of the night and he barking like a dog. And I'm sitting here like, why is this man barking like a dog? And I'm just like, okay, maybe he's sleepwalking. Maybe he's sleepwalking. And I'm just trying to figure it out, y'all, because I'm a young girl and I don't know what's going on. What was going on? So anyways, I consulted my cousin, and my cousin was like, girl, leave that man alone. Maybe he go through things at night, like, that full moon effect or whatever. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to give him that because, he's so cute. He's so sweet. He's just, oh my goodness, he's just this little tiny perfect person. And I feel like he's the one. I feel like I can love this guy. Man, listen. Y'all, fast forward to the day I found out he was a crackhead, y'all. We had to make that Denny's run again. And I just, to be honest, y'all, by the third time of us going to Denny's, I honestly thought, and this is in a 3-month span, I done been to Denny's with him 3 times, and I just thought it was normal. Y'all, we get pulled over. Y'all, the state troopers pulled behind us. I'm not worried because I knew he was licensed and assured and he had this great job. I knew he wasn't a criminal. So I'm just sitting in the seat like little Miss Polly Pocket, y'all. I was over there content like, oh, this is about to be a smooth transition. He about to show them his ID. They about to see his insurance is valid. And I was just thinking they just pulled him over because he in a Benz, you know? And I'm like, oh, he got this. They think we stole this vehicle, but it's going to be easy to prove that he didn't steal the vehicle. Dump me. Y'all, why when this trooper hit the lights on us, he tells me, I'm so sorry, but I got this bag of crack on me. If you could put it in your woo-ha, I promise you I will give you 2 stacks when I get to my mom and dad's house. What? Boy, what? So we talking. I'm like, nah, bro, I ain't doing that. That's a drug charge. My mama, my auntie, my brother, my cousin, them, they taught me drugs is cheap. Drugs is whack. Don't do that stuff. Don't do that. You know, I come from a family of people who are addicted to drugs, and I should have seen the signs. I say, why do you have this? You do not sell this. Why do you have this? And he told me that his job is so stressful and he needs to relax, and it helps him relax, and it helps him to think, and it helps him to be the best pharmacist that he could be. And if I just put that up in my woo-ha, that we will be good. And guess what, guys? I denied it. I did not put that in my woo-ha. Trooper comes over to the car. He see us. He see me. Y'all know how black girls get. I was in the car like this. You feel me? Cause baby, no. Anyway, trooper comes. He says, tell us why he pulled us over. Black back tail light was something was wrong with the back tail light. I don't know. It was so long ago. Anyways, guys, I was so furious at him. And I'm just mad. So I'm just sitting there. Trooper asked us to step out the car. Both of us. And I looked at him like, why both of us? You pulled him over. I'm in the passenger seat. Guys. The trooper gets us both out the car and he this dummy consent to a search of his vehicle, knowing that he had that crack in the car. You guessed it. Y'all guessed it. The trooper found the crack. And you know who he tried to put that shit on? Me! He tried to put the crack on me! I said, nigga, that ain't my crack! I don't smoke crack. Crack is cheap. Crack is whack. I don't do crack. Luckily, y'all, the trooper took his ass because he found it on his side of the car. And I had to call my cousin, Bob, to come and get me. You know how embarrassing it was to be pulled on the side of the road, sitting in the back of a cop car, waiting for your old cousin who drive like this to come and get you? It was the most embarrassing thing in the world. And in that moment, I never seen men the same, and I could never give my feelings totally into a man. Because guys, I was so close to almost having that feeling of but I thank goodness I didn't. But I got more stories of why I only been in love once. Cause baby, these men out here will take you through the ringer. He tried to have me go to jail on crack. I look like I smoke crack.